during that break. Took a little longer to get situated than I was anticipating. We are getting ready for what is technically going to be a premium live event. We are from the Steel Pier in Atlantic City, New Jersey, July 12th, 1979. The first, as I believe, kick episode we're going to be doing from the Steel Pier, which is an arena I tried to create to the best of my ability here. Half the lineup was set based off what actually happened on the show. The other half is based on what the game gave me when I set the show up. So let's take a look at this lineup here. This is going to be a fun show, I think. So this is the match that popped up when it came up. I just edited it to make it put the bout up on put the time limit in. Bob Backlund will be defending the North American title against Bad News Brown, Bad News Valentine in our opening contest. Nikolai Volkoff will be accompanied by Clackney Freddie Blackney against Bruno Sammartino, the next step of their rivalry. Gorilla Monsoon and Ivan Putski one-on-one. Again, this one's set up by the game itself. I set up the time limit. The only thing I don't know was add the time limit to it. Going to be a no-hold-barred match. Greg Valentine, Chief J. Strongbow, the next battle match of their big rivalry. We'll see that. Johnny Rodz and SD Jones, one fall, 20 minutes. And then, of course, the main event we talked about. With the actual main event of that Steel Pier show that we're conducting here. The Valiant brothers defending the tag team title against Tito Santana, the WWF champion, and Steve Travis. Should be a tremendous lineup here. Let's go ahead and kick things off. One fall with a 1 hour time limit for the North American Championship. Bob Backlund defending against Bad News Alan Coage, Bad News Brown, and fans might actually be rooting for Bad News Brown in this matchup here after what happened after what we saw earlier today on television, or what we call this past week on television. So I'm so used to doing the Philadelphia Spectrum show, being the same day at Championship Wrestling. I'm going to probably make that mistake quite a bit. But let's go up to the ring and our introduction.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Wrestling Northern Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, I know the building looks like the Hammerstein Ballroom. I really couldn't do. There's only so many arena templates you got. We had to kind of make do with what we had. But I wanted the smaller, intimate feel for this. The ring basically looked like it actually did on those broadcasting. This is based on a series that actually did air on Prism in this era. The only year that they did that, to the best of my knowledge. Here comes the North American champion. Of course, if you watched last time out on Championship Wrestling, this past Saturday, July 7th, you called Bob Backlund special guest referee for Bruno Sammartino against Nikolai Volkoff and attack Bruno. Crouch chaining NXT. I have no idea, guy.
Introducing the challenger from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 271 pounds, Bad News Brown. And his opponent from Minnesota, weighing in at 234 pounds, the World Wrestling Northern Heavyweight Champion, Bob Backlund.
Okay, so Bad News Brown, we have not seen much of him. He's 1-1. in individual competition. Very interesting he got rewarded a title. Of course, we have our non-televised live event. I'm sure that factored into it. One fall, a 1 hour time limit, and for all title matches on non-televised event, on the Pier live event, what's not the weekly television, the weekly championship wrestling show. I guess I should word it that way. Honorable tie-up again. Backlund actually powering Batting Brown back into the corner here. I'm actually curious if this match ever happened. I'm not aware of this match happening in real life, but I don't know actually. If you're in the chat and have active cage match, if you want to look that up for me, I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to make sure I pay attention to the match itself while the match is going. Bad news with a double axe handle, leveling Backlund. Okay, this title-changing hand here could lead to all kinds of issues. The tag team title-changing hand tonight could lead to all kinds of issues. The current WWF guidelines are you cannot hold two titles at the same time. I'm curious to see how that play goes. Santana and Travis end up pulling off the win here. I would assume the tag team titles would become vacant after that. There's a flying elbow there by Backlund on the floor. Then I gotta figure out what to do with the tag team title because that does happen. I gotta root for the Valiant to win tonight just to not make that be a thing, I guess. But okay, covered by Backlund. Only count of one. Okay, very important to get your hands on the North American Championship over the next few weeks. We return to Madison Square Garden on July 30th. The North American Champion, whoever that might be, will get a shot at the WWF Champion, whoever that may be. But you want to be the North American Champion come July 30th, and again, that could lead to a whole other kind of issue too if the title changing hands that night. Bad news, slamming. Backlund down there. Oh, slamming down there. That was nicely done. Going up top now is Backlund. And a big splash. And a cover. 1, 2. All Backlund can get off that flying splash. And now into an arm bar. Got this one locked in. Bad news rolls through it, knee to the head. A pretty even matchup here in the first 3 minutes or so. There's no way they can go in 60. Oh, slammed him down. Slamming him down again here. I wish the actual inside of the arenas were a little bit more customizable for this year, but I think I didn't do as bad a job building this arena up. Leg sweep catching him. Cover here, 2, and only got a count of 2. And the winner of this match will defend the title on Championship Wrestling on Saturday. There's a cover. 2. Double under duplex win for Backlund. So a win for Backlund. He got another title defense coming up in just 2 days.
Here is your winner, and still World Wrestling Northern Heavyweight Champion, Backlund.
350 the time, so did not take very long at all for Backlund to retain. Win moved Backlund to 5-1 in individual competition overall, 2-1 in title matches. Bad news now 1-2, 0-1 in title matches. And This next matchup, another part of this brutal rivalry between Bruno Sammartino and Nikolai Volkoff, started off friendly enough. Things went downhill with that special referee match last time out here. This is Fuego one-on-one match, no announced time limit. We'll have to see how this plays out. Bruno Sammartino, two-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion, 1-1. With the name change to the WWF back in May. Getting ready to take on this man, who had the most individual matches of anybody in the company so far.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 320 pounds,
Nikolai Volkoff coming to the ring, clapping Freddie Blackney behind him. A little unusual to see the manager at ringside on the premium live event type event, but interesting to see how the rest of this plays out here. Nikolai Volkoff, 7-5 in individual competition, 12 matches in individual competition so far. If it could be unlucky 13 for him or not. No announced time limit for this match. I need to change some things around. That should not be an NXT chant going on here. They weren't chanting NXT, they were chanting a Brugi, a Brugi. We'll go with that. Bruno with a drop kick and a quick cover there. Not going to have the same issue we had on Championship Wrestling this past week. Bob Backlund with a special guest referee called it up the middle for a couple of minutes. And out of nowhere attacked Bruno. Did the screw job, helps. Nikolai Volkoff get a commission, what's going to go in the record book commission win. Again, make no mistake, Bruno Sammartino did not quit. It was a screw job. It was a called commission by Backlund, and Bruno did not give up. Bruno slamming Volkoff down to the mat. And a big elbow drop here. So these shows from the Steel Pier will be taking place every week with one exception to the end of August. We can tell you the two matches for next week at Steel Pier. Steve Travis will get a shot at the North American Championship, whoever that might be. Jimmy Valiant will get a shot at that world title held by Tito Santana. Both those matches taking place next week here at the Steel Pier. But Backlund now, Sammartino now cranking that bear hug. Well, the bear hug is what Volkoff allegedly won. Allegedly used to win back at Championship Wrestling. Cover. Okay, that was disappointing. It's a recent match on the big stage. Bruno Sammartino emerged victorious and caused the opponent to drop in the power ranking. Remains to be seen if Nikolai Volkoff will be able to recover their standing. That might have blown the feud off right there. If it did, I think we're going to have to go to a Bruno Backlund feud from there. I got caught and go off guard by that finish. I wasn't paying enough attention to mark who won it. And to mark what the move was, I mean. But Bruno Sammartino in just 2:01, pinning Nikolai Volkoff there, now 2-1 overall. And that's going to drop big Nikolai down to 7-6 overall. 1 fall, 20 minutes for our next matchup. Gorilla Monsoon, Ivan Putski get to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New Jersey, weighing in at 401 pounds,
Gorilla Monsoon, 401 pounds from Bolingborough, here in Jersey. 2-1-1 in individual competition. Important matchup for Bruno if he want for Gorilla here if he wants to move up the ranking. Taking on a man he considers a friend in the Polish Power, Ivan Putski. Putski 4-2 in individual competition coming into this, so it's going to be a very interesting contest here. Okay, all kinds of matches you wouldn't normally see on a show like this. I'm liking the format of this so far.
And his opponent from Warsaw, Poland, weighing in at 245 pounds, Putski.
Ivan Putski, Polish Power. Again, 4-2 in individual competition. You know, he would love a shot at either of the single title. I can understand Ivan Putski is looking for a tag team partner, possibly go after the tag team championship. It'll be interesting to see how that ends up playing out as we go along here. They're pumped up, they're ready to go. I'm gonna have to change that. The bell is gone, we are underway here. Putski tried to get a shot in right off the bat, and Gorilla's just like, what are you doing? Gorilla now with Putski up against the rope there, whips him into the opposite corner, opposite side. And Gorilla Monsoon now picks Putski up like he's nothing, just slams him down to the canvas. Gorilla's not wasting any time. Gorilla's going to put him away. Big running kick right to the head. As Gorilla has said more than once, you don't get paid by the hour. Want to get the winner's share of the purse? Running off there and a big running knee by Gorilla. Just a minute in, and he just dominated. Big Polish Power at this point. Gorilla picked up Putski again, dropped him head first on that top turnbuckle. There's the cover. One. Now one is all we can get. Chop by Gorilla there, another chop by Gorilla. Putski now firing back from shock of the cone. That first one phased and the second one did not. Putski's like, come on, man, we're friends. Gorilla's like, I don't care, man, I want to make money. Spinning backbreaker. Looked like he was going to go for the cover there, but instead, this guy, well, it looked like he was going to go for maybe a nerve hold of some sort, and Putski fighting back. And then Gorilla pushing Putski back again. At least this one's going to go longer than Bruno and Volkoff did. What a disappointing finish to that. What a disappointing match that was. Big clothesline there. Oh, big backdrop by Ivan Putski. Now he's got something going. And a sidewalk slam. Got the gorilla down. Thinking he might be too early to go for the pin. Now locking in that bear hug. Oh, gorilla ringing Putski's bell there. Pounding away on him. Big Mongolian chop. Manchurian chop, I guess, if you will. And a cover. 2. And a 2 is all gorilla can get off of that. We've seen it happen with Putski before, though. Putski getting a beating. Hit that Polish hammer out of nowhere and get the win. We've seen that happen a few times. Gorilla 3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 times he teased that flash in the corner. Then waited too long. Putski, I thought we were going to go for that Polish hammer. Got to go for a punch in the midsection instead. Now locking into a chin lock and dropping him down there. Almost like a sleeping neck breaker. And a big boot by Putski sent Gorilla over the top rope to the floor. And Putski's going to go out after him. They may be friends. But again, you get the winner's share of the purse, get future title shot. Make you do think you wouldn't normally do. Went for a double axe handle, and Gorilla looked like he caught him in the midsection on the way down. That dive does start the count over. So, backbreaker there by Gorilla. I thought he was going to dump him on those steps. Threw him into the stairs there. Counting got 4. They got to be careful. They've only got to a count of 10. Match gets to 10. They're on the floor. The match isn't over. It'll be a count out. We have seen double count out happen once or twice on these shows, so not out of a possibility. Count got 7. Putski now fighting out of that. Gorilla may have been trying to get him in the ring. Count got 8. Headlock takedown. He got the headlock locked in. He got to get in the ring. Got to get in the ring. Counting at 9. Putski back in. I don't think Gorilla's going to make it. He doesn't.
Here is your winner, Putski.
Ivan Putski with the count-out victory. .448, I believe, is the time of the fall. Match was good while it lasted, but a shocking finish there. Gorilla just could not get back in the ring in time. So Putski with the win, now 5-2 in individual competition. Gorilla 2-2-1. We're already halfway through, guys. Still we got a big championship match closing off the show, but this one, the rivalry has been intense between Greg the Hammer Valentine and Chief J Strongbow. It is no hold barred. There must be a winner by pinfall or submission. No timeout, no time limit. They're just going to go until there's a winner. And we're going to enjoy it while it lasts.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 243 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Or because you call Championship Wrestling this past Saturday, July the 7th. These two had a one-on-one matchup. Valentine attacking the leg of Chief J Strongbow outside the ring before the match ever started. Got a commission victory. And then after the match proceeded to work on the Chief's leg even further. But you would have to think At that leg that Valentine previously injured, remember, Strongbow missed 3 or 4 months of action due to a leg injury caused by Greg Valentine. You think that would end up being his target here?
And his opponent from Oklahoma, weighing in at 247 pounds, Keith J. Strongbow.
Chief J. Strongbow making his way to the ring. You know, there's a country called that there ain't no love in Oklahoma. Well, there ain't no love in that Oklahoma native heart for Greg the Hammer Valentine. Again, no hold barred, no disqualification, no count out. Pinfall must take place inside the ring. Pinfall or commission only to win the match. No time limit. They can go all night if they need to.
Go. This crowd is pumped, man. This crowd is absolutely pumped. There's the bell. We are underway.
I don't anticipate this going very long, to be honest with you. We only got 2 minutes, kind of Bruno and Volkoff. I would not expect more than about 3 or 4 out of this one. Strongbow went for that springboard moonsault, the pescado, if you will. Didn't get all of it. Hurt himself as much as he hurt Valentine with it, but nice springboard into Fury. Strongbow dominating so far. He's going to go for the weapon. But here we go. Got a shovel. Let's laying weight on him with a shovel. Just laying weight on him with that shovel. And a knee lift. Been all Chief so far. He got caught there. Valentine running in and big running clothesline. Now Valentine's going to go to work on that leg, and that's the smart thing for Valentine. That's what he needs to do. He needs to work on that leg. Got up for that figure 4 leg lock. Take advantage of the old injury. Now Valentine left the ring. Thought he was maybe going to go for some sort of weapon. The guy against doing that. No, Bard, get the weapon. Count of 2. Strongbow came very close to getting the win with that. And there's that sleeper hold. Chief J. Strong put a lot of people away with that over the years. He got Valentine in trouble. Valentine fading. Referee saying that was not a commission. Strongbow now up top. And a double stomp. Now, if he's going to come off the top rope, I really believe I can buy him doing. Strongbow decided not to go for the pin. He wanted to get more shotgun on Valentine. Valentine turned that right around on him. And now Valentine again going back to work on Strongbow's leg. That's the smart thing to do. Get broke at 1. Get cost him 3 months of his career. Got to be a weak point. Keep working on it. Valentine sends Strongbow in. Oh, tripped him up. Gonna go for the sharpshooter, it looked like. No, turned that into a curb stop. Nicely executed. There's the cover. Does Valentine have him here? 2. No. Only count of 2. Feet on the rope for leverage with no DQ. Strongbow kicked out anyway. Would have forced the rope break had the referee seen it. If not, fall count anywhere. There aren't a ton of rules in a match like this, but rope breaks do count. Valentine now out to the floor. He is going to grab a weapon this time. He's got a chair. He went to swing it, got caught. That chair went flying out of the ring. With 1979 WWF New Jersey crowd chanting, "We want table," because of course. Oh, Strongbow went for a slingshot somersault there. Had missed. Still able to kick Valentine in the face for Valentine to take advantage of it, but there's that sleeper again. I don't know if Valentine's getting out of it twice. He got out of it once. I don't think he's getting out of it twice. Strongbow let it go. Strongbow had Valentine beat. He let it go. European uppercut there by the hammer. We go back outside the ring. Jackie doesn't want to get another weapon. We've hit the 5-minute mark of this matchup, so say what you want to about these guys, but they are taking control. Big back suplex. Nicely executed there. Valentine now stepping through. This time it is a sharpshooter. Strongbow got... Wow, celebration begins for this man, enjoying the victory here tonight. His opponent, obviously, Core Luker. I got a feeling this story is far, far from over. Sign me up for a rematch. Well, we are gonna have some rematches coming up. Valentine gets the win by submission to the sharpshooter in 5:24. Not gonna lie, kind of shocked the match ended when it did, the way it did. We got 2 more matches to go here. This one's gonna be one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Standard premium live event rule in effect. SD Jones continues his streak of being the only person to be on every single show. He'll be taking on Johnny Rodz in our semi-final matchup. Valentine with the win now, 5-3-1 overall. Strongbow with the loss now, 3-5-1 overall. So this feud has so far been benefiting Valentine a lot more than it's been benefiting Strongbow. One fall, 20-minute time for our next matchup. Let's go to Mike Rowe for the introduction.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 239 pounds.
The unpredictable Johnny Rodz making his way to the ring. Johnny Rodz kind of similar to Hokey Estrada. We talked about on Championship Wrestling. Hokey Estrada finally got a win over Teddy DiBiase last time. He was 0-7, but had some great matchups. Came very close. Rodz is 0-6. He had some good performances, but he has not been as close to getting over that hump that Estrada had been. Let's see what he can do against his opponent here, SD Jones. Let's go back to Mike Rowe for the introduction.
And his opponent from Mother, weighing in at 260 pounds, SD Jones.
SD Jones, as we said, he competed on every single show so far. But he had some tag team and six-man tag team matches mixed in there. He's 4-6 in individual competition, so not exactly getting the world on fire himself either. That should be a tremendous matchup coming up here. Give the crowd credit. They've seen some action so far. Bell is gone. We are underway. 1 fall, 20 minutes. Do not expect a time limit draw out of this. We're going to get some chain wrestling and a roll up there by Johnny Rodz right off the bat there. Does not get a count. Rodz fighting back. Pier a kick and a big neck breaker. Knocked him down there. They cannot wait for some of the big names that we're going to be seeing here in the month of July. Among the wrestlers that are now under contract are Big Fleet Hanskin, Freddie Blackman's newest find. We'll see him on television in the next few weeks. Gonna see Tony Atlas in the next few weeks. Man making his debut this month. He's under a short-term deal, but I'm looking really forward to seeing him. Roddy Piper coming to the World Wrestling Federation later this month. So very interesting to see how that plays out. Now you got a nice little toe hold there by SD Jones. Got Johnny Rodz in trouble here. Or don't forget, this coming Saturday, July 14th, the next episode of Championship Wrestling. Bob Backlund will be defending the North American Championship. His opponent will be named during the course of the next couple of days prior to that show happening. Could be some very interesting things happening with the tag team division as well, depending on how our tag team title match ends up. Jones getting Rodz back into the ring. Like, I'm absolutely not expecting a 20-minute time limit draw out of this match. I would be absolutely shocked if this match goes 20 minutes. FD charge a big running knee into the midsection there. These two guys bound to be here in the World Wrestling Federation for a very long time. You got FD Jones for a long-term deal. Johnny Rodz under a long-term deal as well. Rodz may take some time off here and there, but I would not expect him to be gone really long at a time. FD Jones. If a flying shoulder block, flying tackle by FD Jones. Go for the cover. Got a count of 2, and that's it. Johnny Rodz kicking out of that. Big body slam there by FD Jones. Now Bookman hang out to the floor. We've seen one count out today already, but don't put a second one past it. Here's a knee to the midsection. Rodz looked like he was going to go for a fireman carry, but sheer power and the leverage of FD Jones preventing that from happening. And again, we called earlier in the Ivan Putski Gorilla Monsoon match a 10 count on the floor. I believe the game referee that was calling that match as well. So jab by Johnny Rodz. FD now fighting out whatever Rodz had planned. Again, watch the count. Okay, FD getting back in the ring. There's Gate. No, it's not the game referee that did the earlier match. Okay. Drop kick by FD Jones. That could do it. That's it. 4:11 the time.
Here is your winner,
SD Jones gets the win with the dropkick in 4:11. Move his overall individual record to 5-. Johnny Rod, 0-7, yet to get on the board. We got one match to go, guys. I don't like having rooting interest in it, but I gotta hope that the titles stay where they're at, because it's just chaos if they don't. Tag team titles on the line. Jerry and Johnny Valiant about to defend against Tito, Santana, and Steve Travis. One fall with a 1 hour time limit. Here we go. WWF Heavyweight Champion Tito Santana in the ring. Not the first time that Santana and Travis have teamed up. On June 30th in Championship Wrestling, they got a big win over Barry McCoy and Jose Estrada. But we've seen success from this tag team. I legitimately forgot that match happened, by the way. I think I cut on Championship Wrestling that it was Tito's first appearance since winning the title. I legitimately forgot that match happened. That's why I keep these records, though. And here comes Steve Travis with yet another tag team title opportunity. This is the third title defense for the Valiant brothers. Successful title defense against Travis and Gorilla Monsoon. A successful defense against Travis and Haystack Calhoun. Now Travis teaming with Tito Santana. Then we'll see Travis team with Ivan Putski. And then we'll see Travis team with Dominic Canucci. And then we'll see Travis team with Ted DiBiase. We'll see Travis team with Andre the Giant. We'll see Travis team with the ghost of Gorgeous George. That's really that power with Steve Travis getting title shots at the moment, but this is a match that actually happened on July 12th of 1979, by the way. In the original history, I like to call it. The Valiant brothers got a win when Santana was counted out. That was a match that went about 20 minutes. Give the champions with their belt. Maybe for the last time. Go to Mike Rome for the introduction for Tag Team Championship on the line.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 463 pounds, Tito Santana and Steve Travis. And their opponents at a combined weight of 505 pounds, gentlemen, Jerry Valiant and Luscious Valiant.
One fall, 1 hour. The WWF Tag Team Championship. There, the Gorge of Championship belt.
There's the bell. We are underway. Again, one fall with a 1 hour time limit. And remember the rule currently in the World Wrestling Federation, you cannot hold 2 championships at the same time. If we see the title change hands tonight, then most likely the tag team title will end up being vacated with a tournament to be held to determine a new champion. And then that becomes difficult because we don't have enough regular tag team to form a title. Could be a lot of makeshift teams in that tournament. So, again, hoping that some way, shape, or form the Valiant can retain the belt here tonight. Valiant are 3-1 overall. They did lose a non-title match to Haystack Calhoun and Steve Travick at one point. But they have not lost a title match yet. There's the cover. Way too early. Santana hurt though. And look at the dangerous match for Santana at the World Champion. If Santana gets beat here, like if somebody pins Santana here, that could move them right into title contention. Not official that if you beat the single champion in a tag team match you get the title shot, but that could certainly come into play in future opportunity. We do know next week here at the Steel Pier, it'll be Jimmy Valiant, the brother of the Valiant brothers, taking on Tito Santana for that world title. That's going to happen no matter how this match goes. Well, that is definitely going to happen next week at the Steel Pier. We do know that the North American title, Bob Backlund will be defending that title on Championship Wrestling on Saturday. I know the Valiant brothers are going to be wrestling on at that show at that Championship Wrestling event as well. Just a matter of whether they're going to be walking in as champion or not. If they're not walking in as champion, their match may very well be a first-round match in the tournament. So, well, big right hand there by Jerry Valiant. He tagged in luscious Johnny Valiant, running shoulder block. There's a cover. Feet on the rope. Referee a little late starting the count. Only got one. Wouldn't have got him anyway, I don't think. There's Johnny Valiant. Oh, Travis catching him. There, tied headlock there by Steve Travis. Johnny Valiant rolling him off. Tag to Tito Santana, and I don't know if I would. Oh, nice arm drag takedown there. Catch, gonna go for the cover here. One. Only a count of one. Again, you question Tito Santana's wisdom for taking a match like this at the World Champion. Tag title for a nice accolade, but a big forearm smash there. Absolutely no guarantee. Oh, claiming him over there. Tag made to Jerry Valiant. Nice quick tag here by the champion. Absolutely no guarantee that you'll be able to compete and defend that world title. And if you go too long without defending that world title, you'll get stripped of it. So, Santana getting Jerry to the outside and knock him all the way down. Count out does the champion's no good. Title only change of hands on pinfall or submission. Tito springboarding off and missed that knee. Okay, that's what I'm talking about right there. That was a big risk to take in a match like this. You already got the world title. You don't need the tag title. You shouldn't be taking the match. And that could have been an actor. Santana with the jawbreaker, break out of that sweeper hold, but Santana's hurt. Oh, Santana going for the figure 4 leg lock on the outside here. Need to watch the count. Got 8. Again, count out does no good. Count at 9. Stay out of there, Jerry. Well, that's it. Tito Santana and Steve Travis are going to win the match. But they are not going to win those titles. You got to win by pinfall or submission.
But the Valiant will retain. So it is a third successful title defense for the Valiant brothers. But the titles do not change hands, so... No, Santana and Trevor are not going to be happy with that. They're going to want another shot at those titles. Question is, will they get it? Alright, that's going to do it for us here. Let's go ahead and recap what we've seen here. I make a note of those records. So just to reiterate here, Tito Santana and Steve Travis win the match, do not win the tag team title, give a count out. Steve Travis and Tito Santana are now 2-0 like a tag team, though. They're clearly the number one contenders. You know they're going to want another shot at those belts. The Valiant brothers are now 3-2 in tag team competition, 2-1 in title matches, but the important thing is that they did keep those championship belts. Let's go ahead and go over the rest of the lineup, the rest of the results in case you're joining us late. The North American champion Bob Backlund making a successful defense of his championship, defeating Bad News Brown. Bruno Sammartino with an surprisingly easy victory over Nikolai Volkoff. Ivan Putski defeating Gorilla Monsoon by countout. Greg Valentine over Chief J Strongbow by submission in a no-holds-barred match, but their feud does not appear to be over by a long shot. SD Jones with a win over Johnny Rodz. And in the main event, Tito Santana and Steve Travis defeating the tag team champions, the Valiant brothers, but by a countout, they do not win the championship belt. That is going to do it for me here, guys. We've been streaming for about 2 hours or so on Twitch. 2 separate videos, 45 minutes to an hour each for the YouTube over the course of 2 hours. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, follow me on Twitch at RefJayhawk. Get those notifications when the winning streams go live and get involved in the chat. We have some fun in the chat once we get some things going there. You follow me if you're watching on Twitch, the YouTube channel is 1980 WWE 2K Universe. Get the replay go up there, usually within an hour or two of the live stream ending. Maybe a little bit longer than that here, at least with the Pier show, because we got to put the first show up first. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, at RefJayhawk, Instagram at Jayhawk1539. Check out my podcast, The Indie Wrestling Guide, wherever you download your favorite podcast. Not only you get the audio of those podcasts, we do review. We got a review of ETU. I'm not ETU, I'm sorry. JTW, Ground Ball Rock from last week up now. We do some interviews as well. We got an interview up with Dominic Guarini about the AIW Call to a Concept. Our year-end awards, the Respectful Hog, are also up and running. Those folks are going on now at IW Guide 1 on Twitter to get involved in the voting for that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for me for right now, though. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you. Plan on doing at least 2 shows tomorrow. So come check it out. Later.
Soundstripe.